Happy Monday night. Welcome to another edition of Bridget's Chalk and Boutique. You guys are probably watching the replay, so let me know. Say hashtag replay when you watch. If I'm still live, you'll see the little red button up here, but usually it takes a little bit before everybody hops on. So let me tell you guys what we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna get started in a few minutes. So I am making a custom pillow. This is one of our Chalk Couture pillowcases, and I'm going to be working with our ink, and I'm doing this beautiful floral pattern. Now, if you guys were looking at my business page today, I actually just updated the cover to the pattern that I'm getting ready to make, and I'm going to be making this with our eucalyptus ink. It's gorgeous. So it's super easy to do, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the ink and how you can make pillows. It's going to be fun. Make sure you guys say hello when you pop on. I'm just going to pop over. Make sure we are broadcasting everywhere that we need to be before we get started. And get some people on here. There's somebody. Make sure you guys say hi when you pop on so I know you're here. We're going to start in just a minute. We're going to make a pillow. Y'all, I got so many projects that, I had all these projects planned for today because I was home all day. And I'm just now sitting down to start. So, yeah, I got earrings. I was going to make earrings. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that tonight. I at least have to get the pillow done. So that's our definite project. So let me share this real quick, and then we'll get started. So if you guys share, that'd be awesome. Let's see, group name. I hope you guys had an awesome holiday, Martin Luther King Day. I was planning to do dreams don't work unless you do, because you know Martin Luther King, the whole I had a dream thing, but I have to get the pillow done. So let's see how long it takes to do the pillow, and then maybe we'll come back and do that one as well, because that's awesome. I had made that one on a t-shirt before, and it turned out really cool. All right, I'm almost ready. La, la, la. It's been a crazy weekend and freezing. And yes, I'm safe. I'm in Virginia. You know, they had that big rally thing today. I don't get involved in all that. I don't ever talk about politics and all that. But I'm safe, as y'all wondering. All right. Share now, public. Okay. We ready? We ready to get started? Make sure you guys say hi so I know you're here. Hello. All right. Okay. So we're going to make a pillow tonight. Super easy. So we have, let me show you what you need to make a pillow. Super easy. This is our pillow cover, okay? So what we're making is an actual pillow cover. Now you can stuff your pillow with stuffing when you're done with it, or you can get a pillow form. Oh my gosh, say that fast. But these are ours, branded ones. You can dye these too. Did you know that? I've seen consultants actually take them and dye them. These come in a 2-pack. Right, there are square pillow covers. When you take them out, I recommend ironing them because they got creases and stuff in them. So I just took an iron to mine before I got started with it. And they have a little zipper on them. All right, so you can do 2 sides to your pillow. I typically only do 1 side, but it's totally up to you. You could do 2 sides. Now, when you guys are inking, you've got to have an ink mat or something, because what happens if you put the ink on here, it's going to go through to the other side, and we don't want that. So you want to use an ink mat. Now, what I like about this is the one I've been using since I started. It's reusable. It's sticky. See? But what it does is it gets your fabric. Your fabric kind of makes it taut, so it's a little bit easier for you to work with, okay? So our ink mats fit perfectly inside our square pillowcases. And we have lumbar pillows too, and we also have one that works with that. We have an ink mat that works with that as well. But anytime you guys are using ink, make sure that you're using an ink mat, because you don't want your ink to seep through. So it fits literally in there perfectly. So just make sure that it's flat, okay? Now, I'm going to kind of put you guys down a little bit. Can y'all see better right there? All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just smoothing it out. That's it. Get the wrinkles out of it, which I already ironed it, so it should be good to go. And this is a custom order from a customer, friend of mine now. She was started as a customer, but now she's a friend of mine. So, Brenda, this is your pillow if you're watching. So, we had made her one originally But we thought it was teal, but there's a eucalyptus kind of looks like teal. We figured that out, but it's good. So we're gonna make her one. And it is this beautiful floral. This thing is gorgeous, y'all. I got so many ideas for this, but we're gonna do Brenda's pillow just like she wants it. This is a reusable stencil. Transfer, we don't call them stencils, we call them transfers. All right, here's a tip. This is all one piece. This is a bear to wash. So let me tell you guys a little secret. When you're washing these, okay, put them in your bathtub. Don't try to do it in a sink unless you have like a really big sink. But, so what we're gonna do is we are going to line this up. All right, so it's perfectly square and it literally fits on our pillow, perfectly square. So we're going to just smooth it. Now, there's lots of things you could do with this. You don't have to use the whole floral pattern if you didn't want to. Why do y'all see the new catalog, y'all? Oh my gosh. So the new catalog they use this design on a pillow and they've only used part of it and then they put lettering and it's just beautiful. All right, so there's lots you can do with this. So I am just making sure that it's good and down. Now with the ink, make sure, because you don't want to get ink all over your pillow, all over your fingers, make sure you have some wet wipes or something ready to go, okay? Notice I did not fuzz this transfer because I am using a new thing of wet wipes. I am actually reusing it, but we're using it on fabric, so it's not gonna stick and pull like you would with the other one. So, so you wanna make sure that it's on there pretty good and straight. Now remember, you're never, I don't think I've ever had anything perfection, but here's the thing. What I love about inking on the pillows, like if you see something when you it covers very well. Like if you kind of miss a little spot, by the time you put the stuffing in, you don't even notice it. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna get started. This is our ink. So our ink looks brand new because that one's not open. We're gonna use the open one first. So this is our eucalyptus. It's really, really pretty. It's like a greenish type teal color. Y'all gotta say hello. Now look, there are 16 of y'all on here. Nobody's saying hi. Okay, I see how it is. All right, so our ink is actually it's a different consistency. Look how smooth that is. All right, so the ink is usually a little bit thinner, but you're gonna use more of it, right? Just because it's porous, so it's gonna absorb. So you wanna make sure you have enough ink when you get started on a project. Now, a pillow is not gonna use an entire jar of ink. Please don't think that, but it does use more than paste. So you can use our handled one. This is really good. I personally like just to use a full size. I think it gives me more control. So we're just gonna start at the top. This really is not gonna take long, guys, I promise. All right, so we're gonna just start like up in the corner. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm trying to make it so you guys can see. So up in the corner, I'm just gonna kind of push it down, right? And make sure that it gets in there. So the reason you want to have your wipe close by is because you're gonna get some on your finger, and then you're gonna forget that it's on your finger, and then you're gonna pick this up, and then you're gonna have marks on the back of your pillow. I've done it. Go watch some of my old lives. I've done it. Who's that? Ruby? Hey, Ruby! How are you, sweetie? Thanks for tuning in. Ah, I love doing these pillows. They're gorgeous, and they do not take long to do at all. All right, so we are literally we're squeegeeing it on. That's all we're doing. It's so easy. The biggest thing I want you guys to be aware of with the ink is when you're putting it on, it will start to absorb, right? Because it's going into the fabric. So you want to make sure that you are getting it even, okay? Because it's really easy to get spots that don't get as much ink. So I try to make sure that I'm getting really good coverage, and I'm very generous with my ink. Now I'm chinchy with my chalk paste, right? But I am generous with my ink. So little tip for you guys there. Make sure you guys say hello. If you're not in my VIP group, you need to say #VIP. You need to get in there. I do have Valentine's Day samples available. No, they're not free. I wish I could give everybody a free sample, but unfortunately I cannot. But I do have samples in there available to purchase, and they're inexpensive. So if you're not in my VIP group, just tell me #VIP. I will make sure that I get you in there when I'm done with this live. And if you are in there, go check out the samples. I've sold a bunch of them today. I think I've only got 5 or 6 left. So they are gonna go quickly. All right, so let's keep on moving. Keep on moving. See what I'm doing now. Here's another difference, guys, between our chalk and our ink. Remember, I'm always like not screaming, but I'm always telling you guys, make sure that you work quickly, right? With your paste, because this is ink, not paste. But when we're working with our other product, with the paste, it dries in 3 to 5 minutes. And what happens if your paste dries inside of your stencil? It dries, and then when you go to pull it up, it doesn't transfer, right? So you want to make sure that you're moving much faster. Now, I would never attempt to do this entire transfer with paste at one time. If I was doing paste on a flat surface, I would do a little bit at a time and pull it up. But the ink does not dry nearly as fast, so we have a little bit more time. We still want to move fairly quickly, but the ink is going to absorb into it, right? So if I really wanted to, I could slap this on here like this, okay? And then I could use this one too. This one is really good for doing big projects. You get a lot of coverage. Look at how fast that goes on. Boom. This is awesome for really big ones. See how fast it goes? Making sure that you're putting pressure on it because you don't want any air bubbles. See how nice that's going? It's much, much faster than the smaller one. It's all preference. I do like the smaller one because that's what I'm used to using. But this one does make your life a whole lot easier. And look at how much extra is on there. All right, so I am going to, can you see what I'm doing? Go across the edge. Okay. And I can see some places where the ink is a little light. So now I'm getting down in the corners again, so I am going to take my excess, slap it on, because I don't like to waste it. I do not like to waste it. Right, so we do have a little bit of an air bubble there. No big deal, I'm just gonna push it on through. This is gonna turn out really pretty. And I can show you guys what the finished one's gonna look like because I have the finished one over here with another color. Okay, so I am just going over one more time to make sure that I've got the ink even and that I didn't miss any spaces. It's easy to do. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good. Who else is that? I can't see somebody else. Look, I can't read it. Oh, it's Betty. Hey, Betty. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, hello. Welcome to my pillow class. We are doing so. Oh, and if you guys are, I don't know who else watching me that's local. I am teaching a pillow class at the Montpelier Art Center. And it's coming up in February, so keep an eye out for registration for that. I believe they might have registration open. And this is one of the designs that you can do. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna check it. Yeah, there's a little bit right here. So when you're pulling it up, you can kind of look, and if you're like, oh, that needs a little bit more, you can lay it back down and put a little more ink on there, right? And sometimes you'll notice on the edges where it kind of creeps up, especially like on the zippered edge. You really gotta like get it up in there. Like use your squeegee and like get up in those corners. So check it as you're pulling it up. It's much easier to fix it as you go than to try to go back and fix it later. You know what I mean? Like, that's looking pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Look at that. Nice. So I am see a little bit here. I can see some spots where, and you can fix them. Now remember, you're not always going to have perfection because that's another characteristic of chalking. See where it's starting to dry a little bit. Okay. Look at the details. Oh, this is so pretty, guys. Wait till y'all see it. I know, I'm purposely working backwards. Gorgeous, gorgeous. A little bit more here. This is why I like the littler squeegee, because I can put a little more pressure and it goes in easier. I'm just fixing like little dabs here and there. So pretty. That looks pretty good. A little bit right there. All right, let me pull from this side so you guys can see what I'm doing. Who else is there? Oh, it's Joanne. Hey, Joanne. Thanks for tuning in. I love when you guys are on. Look, everybody's saying hello and I say hi back. Look at this. Isn't this so pretty? Oh, yeah, I think it's pretty darn good. So what I was looking for when I was pulling it is just some of them, like sometimes you'll see a leaf that maybe just needs a little bit more, and so you can put it back down pretty quickly and add any extra ink to it that you think it might need. But this is just stunning. Gorgeous. Maybe I'll keep it and not send it to Brenda. All right, let me put this, I gotta set this over here. So this is my transfer, it's all in one spot. And I'm gonna have to clean it, but, okay, so I still have tons of ink. So you can see there's a lot of ink in there, all right, that you can still use. I am gonna take my excess and I'm gonna put it back in there because I don't like to waste it. I mean, you could really do probably 3 of this design, maybe 3, maybe 4 pillows. You might even be able to do 5, just depending. This particular design uses a lot of ink. Okay, remember what I told you guys? I said, make sure you have wet wipes because we have this beautiful design, right? And I have ink all over my fingers. And if I didn't have that wet wipe, I'm like so excited to hold it up and show you guys. But I have to get it off my fingers. If not, she's gonna have it on the back. Joanne said, yeah, this is gorgeous. And it's, y'all saw how quick it was. And the only reason it took so long is because I was talking. Like, it's like, boom, it's done. So I'm gonna tell you guys how to finish it. And I'm gonna show you a finished one. So that's all there is to it. All right, my fingers are clean. So don't put ink on the back of your pillow. So remember, I have my ink mat is inside of here. So you wanna leave your ink mat for a while and you want to let this dry, okay? So here is our pillow. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, look at the details, y'all. Can you see the lines? That is all done with the transfer. I mean, that's crazy. To hand paint that, do you know, like, it's gorgeous. Look at the details in the leaves. That's what I love about these transfers. So you want to let this dry, okay? You want to I usually let them dry overnight. If you're in a hurry and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to make a present for somebody and I have a party to go to, you can blow dry it. I just don't want to sit here and blow dry it when I don't need to. All right, so after you blow dry it, it's completely dry, or you can take your ink mat out of there, right? And then, let me show you guys. Where is the pillow? Hold on, I'm coming right back, y'all. Be right back, be right back. Okay. So when you're done, once it's dry, you're gonna take your ink mat out. You're going to heat set it. So you can use a heat press. If you have one, I realize most people don't, because the only reason I have one is because of this. So I started off using an iron. So you take an iron on medium heat, you're gonna put some parchment paper, right? We should all have some from Christmas cookies left over. Put some parchment paper on top of the design and then inside of your pillowcase. But remember to take out that heat mat first. And you're gonna iron it for 4 minutes on each side. Then you're gonna flip it inside out and you're gonna iron it again and do the same thing. It's gonna make it permanent, right? This is what your finished pillow is gonna look like. So this was the original one we made. It's a difference in color, and we did not know that. So this is a teal pillow, okay? And this one is actually gonna be for sale in my customer group. But this is what it's gonna look like when it's done. And then I actually have stuffing in this one, or you can get a foam pillow for it and put it inside. And you can stuff it as much as you want. Once your pillow is heat set, you're good to go. You can put this in the washing machine. You can wash it, dry it. Matter of fact, I washed some pillow covers today because I had been taking them to vendor shows and I had, look, I got ink on me. I had one of these in with my finished products and it leaked all over my pillowcases and it stained them, so I had to wash them. But anyway, so that was it. Super easy, fun to do. This is exactly what hers is gonna look like, but it's gonna be that eucalyptus. So that's all it is. That's it. Don't y'all love it? Think of all the things you guys can do. So when you're done with your stencil, you're gonna wash it, right? You're gonna use a little magic eraser. We have board erasers. Here's another thing, you guys. Your stencil care is so important, right? Now, this stencil that I have, that I used, noticed it had a little red staining because it's been used before. The ink sometimes will stain your stencils. I don't care if it stains the teal. I care about what happens to that silk screen inside. So you want to make sure that when you're cleaning these that you get in there really, really good. We have these things, they're called board erasers. And they're awesome. It's like a 2-pack for like $2-3. They will last you forever. And it gets in there and it cleans your stencil so you can use it over and over. That's one I've probably, between the classes and personal use, it's been used at least 10 times, right? And it makes beautiful, beautiful pillows every time. So that's it. But thanks for tuning in, guys. If y'all have questions, shoot me a message. If you guys want more information about becoming a designer, saving quite a bit of money on your personal habits, let me know. I would love to talk to you more about the business opportunity because it's awesome. And again, if you're not in my customer group, remember #VIP. I will send you the link to join my customer group where I have my finished products for sale. I have bundles in there. I have samples available to purchase. They're small little mini kits that you can get for less than $10, right? And then you can try some of the products. So that's it. I'm gonna clean this up. May or may not be back on tonight. I have more projects that I want to do, but I've got a couple things I need to do. So maybe I'll see you guys tonight, but if not, I'll definitely see you later this week. Bye guys, have a great evening. See you soon.